scars, taste of bourbon on my teeth. You know I'm not too far, little piece of sanity. I'm a classic, little Antoinette, I don't panic. Always keep my cool while you're crashing. What you looking for, yeah, I have it. But are you satisfied as the smoke fades away? Act like you don't mind growing farther away. Say that you could find someone new in a day. Why you keep coming back every night like I'm your bad habit? Pretty house of cards, built on your apologies. Never worked too hard, while I give it all of me. I'm a classic, little Antoinette, I don't panic. Always keep my cool while you're crashing. What you looking for, yeah, I have it. But are you satisfied as the smoke fades away? Act like you don't mind growing further away. Say that you could find someone new in a day. But you keep coming back every night like I'm your bad habit. Bad habit, bad habit.
Can you feel the beat crashing your heart? Can you feel the music tearing us apart? The sound is taking control over me. No love, no regrets, no sleep. Light me up like a bonfire. I wanna rise higher and higher. It took so much time to find you. I need you, you're my only desire. The music is taking me higher. It's like my mind is set on fire. The club is in a sweet state. The music is my only escape. Watch me dancing to the song. I could do this all night long. I'm feeling your gaze on me, and everything gets blurry around me. Oh, you know I live for danger. You're my guide, you're my savior. I'm losing myself tonight. Just me and you getting high. The music is see those bright blue eyes, and I want you tied up in my bed with my name carved deep into your chest. Harmless games went to my head, now I want you breathing down my neck like an animal. I want you to myself, come on, take control. Yeah, can you hold me down, smooth criminal? Yeah, you're rushing through my veins, got me going out insane. I'm feeling like an animal. You know now exactly what I like, and you give it to me every time. Racing past the point of no return, but I need you like I've never needed anyone. I want you tied up in my bed with my name carved deep into your chest. These harmless games went to my head, now I want you breathing down my neck. Up in my head and your name's carved deep into my chest. Yeah, I'm all in, I must confess. Yeah, I have you breathing down my neck. Yeah, down my neck. Yeah, down my neck. Yeah, down my neck. Yeah. Like an animal, I want you to myself, come on, take control. Yeah, can you hold me down, smooth criminal? Yeah, you're rushing through my veins, got me going out insane. I'm feeling like an animal.
Let you cross me, my mind shuts down and I can't compete. My body's shaking and I'm scared to say just how I feel. Gotta turn on that noise so I can make the right choice. I need to know, 'cause if you won't listen, I might just have to go. I want to leave this all behind. Can we close this door for peace of mind? 'Cause I'm not the one to scream and shout, and you don't wanna talk this out. And I don't wanna lose me, so I need to choose me. Choose me. Truth, your talk is cheap, but your words cut deep. Don't you understand that you're bringing me down till I'm stuck on the ground? I need to turn on the noise so I can make the right choice. I need to know, can this be different, or should I let this go? I want to leave this all behind. Can we close this door for peace of mind? 'Cause I'm not the one to scream and shout, and you don't wanna talk this out. And I don't wanna lose me, so I need to choose me. Choose me. I'm not the one to scream and shout, and you don't wanna talk this out. And I don't wanna lose me, so I need to choose me.
La 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Look, I don't wanna fight you. You gotta know that I meant it when I said that I liked you.
or maybe just the idea. I bought it, don't want it, now return the shit like IKEA. Apologize, I'm not a mind reader. I need attention, so I try to be a crowd pleaser. It was easy till it got a little deeper. Now I don't know how to deal with you, so I'ma disappear. I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm a ghost. Every time you hit the phone. I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. Hey, I know it's inconvenient to change your background, but let's back down so you can see this is a problem I don't wanna put myself in front of. That's why I blocked you, cause I'm not the guy you should rely on, spy on, creep on. I don't know, you just ain't that type of hoe. If I don't holler, let me go. I should've said it, but I didn't, and I won't. I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm a ghost. Every time you hit the phone. I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. I know you hate me, hate me, hate me, hate me, hate me, cause I've been shady, 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 shady. I don't get reception. Missed your call, but best believe I got the message. Why don't you just leave me alone? I think it's lasted way too long. I thought by now that you would know, but since you don't, I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm a ghost. Every time you hit the phone. I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't.
till I'm dead, no good at placing. Push me past my breaking point, but it don't even faze me. You think you got me beat, I guess you don't know who you're facing. I got places to go and you know I'm gonna make it. Adrenaline is pumping, feel it running through my veins. And feel the rhythm in my bones, I put my soul down on the pavement. Nothing can slow me down, I'm coming, so don't look now, girl. I'm running like coming, ignoring all the warnings, so don't look now, girl. I'm running like yeah, you think you know, you think that you can do it better. When the walls are closing in, I know that I can stand the pressure. You can keep on throwing more, there's not a storm that I can weather. I'm not gonna lie, I might be fueled by my aggression. It can make me lose my mind, I guess I never learned my lesson. In the end, I won't give in, I know for this that I am destined. But it's hard to breathe, I will not leave. Nothing can slow me down, I'm coming, so don't look now, girl. I'm running like coming, ignoring all the warnings, so don't look now, girl. I'm running like
Waking up, I'm feeling good. A little nervous, but I know I should take a breath and give it my best. I'll put on a show for you that you'll never forget. I could care less about the games, 'cause I care more about your day. Wherever you are, whoever you are, I hope that you're okay. We're living, we're talking to each other and making memories in our rooms. We're watching, we're listening to each other and making memories, me and you.
invincible.
Wash your hands so clean tonight. You can meet me on the other side. We're impatient like young gods. Feel the shift in the air with me, and the light is what you can't see. Keep on dreaming against all odds. Wake me up like a flower in spring, where the sun when a new day begins, like a spark that fuels the flame. Feel the earth shaking under our feet. Oh, this night is just all we need, when there's no one else to blame.
Try to numb the pain, fighting every single battle through. You say that things are fine when they've never felt the same to you. I try to find find my place every time you come around. With all the games you played, they've only made me drown. My heart is full of memories, I'm falling in and out of sleep. So tell me, do I even cross your mind for the last time? I was lost in an endless ocean, you and I fading in slow motion. Every thought, every word unspoken. You and I were broken. You and I were broken. We're broken. We're broken. You and I were broken. It's never felt so right to remind you of how I feel. Another cold dark night, driving anxious against the wheel. I toss and turn at night, cause I never found a way to heal. Maybe you're to blame for love that once was real. I was lost in an endless ocean, you and I fading in slow motion. Every thought, every word unspoken. You and I were broken. I was lost in an endless ocean, you and I fading in slow motion. Every thought, every word unspoken. You and I were broken.
Alright, good evening everybody and welcome to what will be the very last big Tonbridge online pub quiz of 2020. It's been quite a year, hasn't it? And we are heading towards a new year, which I think we're all going to welcome with open arms. So, good evening if you are joining us for the first time or the 10th or 15th time, who knows? I know we've got lots of new people playing tonight and lots of regulars coming in as well. I will be Mark, your quizmaster for the evening, taking you through over the course of about the next hour or so with a whole bunch of fun trivia questions to test you. First and foremost, please have a look over here. This is our live chat. This will be active throughout the evening and you can get involved now, just like Steve did right at the start. Kevsy's coming in as well. Good evening to you, Stephen. Thank you. TBC Online, the Tonbridge Baptist Church invited me to have a few words this morning. It was very nice chatting away with Neil early this morning, and if you saw it, that's lovely. We will be cutting it, clipping it, and posting it on the Tonbridge Quiz Facebook page at some point. It was nice to talk about all the money that we've been raising for charity, which is great. Litza, who is a regular with us on all of our quizzes, coming in and playing this evening as well. So lots of you joining us possibly for the first time. The one thing I will say is there is absolutely nothing to be worried about. The quiz this evening, you play along using your smartphone, a tablet or a computer, and absolutely every single question is guessable, okay? There are no prizes for coming last. There is a small prize for coming first, and we give some spot prizes all the way through as well. Nobody judges the person that wins. Nobody judges the person that comes last. It really is just about having a whole ton of fun. But we do have a few rules and a few bits and pieces that you need to know, so let's take you through them right away. And so let's talk about our game rules. We are here at Longmead. I decided to keep the same backdrops that we had, 3 weeks ago when we last played, because they're so beautiful. I love this picture of Longmead with the sky like that. It looks so lovely. It really does. So, rules. Some of you may have seen these before, but it's good to pay attention just so you know exactly what's going on. First and foremost, a correct answer will score you 100 points. An incorrect answer will score you a 0. We do have some questions where there is one question, 5 possible answers, and 3 of them are correct. If you can click on all 3 of them, you'll get 100 points. But if you get just 1 or 2 of them correct, those will be worth 20 points each. So it's 20, 40 or 100 on those questions when they pop up. We give you a 30-second gap in between every question to breathe, relax, and maybe join in the live chat. And as I say, it is fun if you join in with the live chat because it keeps me engaged with you. You can also ask me questions if anything comes up. Maybe you can point out things that we've got wrong, which does happen. We're not perfect, but do join in because it is lovely to see you guys out there. We do give a speed bonus as well on every single question. Now, this is quite important to understand how it works. There's a 50-point speed bonus as a maximum. How many points you get is determined on how fast you answer. So if you answer within the first few seconds, you'll get that full 50 points. If you take a long time to answer, you're only going to get 1 or 2 bonus points. But it is most important, of course, to be correct. That's the first and foremost thing that you should be aiming for. But if you can be correct nice and quick, you will get some extra points as well. And we give you 15 seconds to answer every single question. Now, in terms of answering the questions, the vast majority of questions tonight will be multiple choice, but there are a couple of other ways of answering as well. Each of these ways will be displayed quite clearly on your screen when you are playing. So, multiple choice is the first way. The second way is what we call open-ended, which is where your keyboard, as if you were sending a WhatsApp or a text message, a keyboard will appear on your screen and we will ask you to enter your answer there. Now, pay attention to those questions because we will ask you specifically what you should enter. So we might ask you for somebody's age. So we will say it's a 2-digit number. So you know that you've got to put a 2-digit number. We may ask you, for example, for a person's initials. Now you'll know that's 2 letters. If it was Winston Churchill, it would be WC, okay? And we will tell you quite clearly, is it 1 letter, 2 letters, 2 numbers, 2 digits, 2 whatever. Just pay attention and you will see. I'll also read it out for you as well. With those questions, no punctuation, no spaces, just put the answer. We also have some picture questions, which is where we give you 4, instead of multiple choice answers, there'll be multiple choice picture answers. So click on the picture and confirm it and that will get you some points from there. Okay, so we've gone over the rules. We've got 111 players logging in at the moment, and thanks to some rather wonderful local support, we have got 1 or 2 prizes for you this evening. And we're going to start off with this for our winner this evening. Now, you might remember all the way back when we first got started, this was one of the very first prizes that we gave away. So we found it was nice to bring Winterdale Shore in again as we reach the end of the year, and it's a really cool prize for our overall winner tonight. It will be a cheese gift basket from Winterdale Cheesemakers. They have won World Cheese Awards. They're based just over at Platthouse Lane in Sevenoaks, and we'd love to point out that their farm shop is open for cheeses and milk and cream and butter and so much more. And as you can see, they've got their Christmas displays out, lots and lots of Christmas goodies there as well. Wonderful, wonderful local business, and they've struggled this year, as we all have, with what's been going on, but they have found ways to keep going, and we're very proud of them, and we're very happy to have them as a partner. You can follow them on Facebook, Winterdale Kent. Winterdale.co.uk is their website, and you can see the hours of their farm shop there as well. But if you win tonight, you're going to get a tremendous gift basket delivered to you from Winterdale Shore. So thank you to them. That's for our winner. This is for 10th position this evening. And this is rather lovely, isn't it? That picture is not upside down, it's just that cat is posing in that way. Entry for 2 people to the very well known and very much loved Paws Cat Cafe there in the Angel Walk. So 10th place, that's all you've got to do. Finish in 10th and we'll organise some vouchers for you and a friend to go along and have a cup of coffee and play with the cats down at the Paws Cat Cafe. And it's a wonderful cause to support. Obviously, it's a little business there, but they do have the charity looking after the cats. So if you don't know it's there and you're out of town, then do, when you're in Tonbridge, pop along and see them. All their details are on the screen, and if you want to see lots of pictures of very cute cats, just follow them on Facebook. Paws Cat Cafe. Thank you so much to you guys for getting involved and supporting us tonight. Finishing 10th place, and that is for you. Okay, 25th place now. And here's a nice little gift for kids or you know, grown-up kids as well. 25th place, nice and simple, a £10 gift voucher for Whirligig Toys in Tunbridge Wells. I know how popular this shop is. It's all sort of, you know, there's no battery, should we say, in this shop. It's all handmade toys and you know, mechanical things that you have to put together and jigsaws and models. It's just really, really cool. So if you win tonight, 25th place, £10 will be yours to go in there and spend or put towards something for Christmas perhaps. And thank you to Whirligig Toys UK, which is their Facebook page, for supporting us. And again, if you want to look up some very cool gifts, have a look at their website, maybe whirligigtoys.co.uk. That's a really lovely shop over in Tunbridge Wells. £10 voucher going to whoever finishes in 25th this evening. On to 50th place. And this chap's been with us from the start, and we do appreciate it so much. Thank you to Graham, who is at SportsGB Massage Therapy, and the prize tonight will be a 1-hour massage session. If you finish in 50th position, the massage is of your choice. It can be therapeutic, or it can be, if you're a runner or an athlete of any sort, something a bit more intense. You can choose, it's really up to you. And if you're looking for any form of massage, sports or remedial tissue therapy, pre and postnatal is also done as well. Have a look at the screen, sportsmassage.gb@gmail.com. You can also find them on Facebook. They are tagged in on Facebook on our page, but you can look them up, SportsGB Massage Therapy. Thank you to Graham once again for being so supportive. And we have one more prize, and it's one of my favourite prizes. It's this for 100th place. And SJ Mulver, the local artist and author, one of the real success stories, I like to say, of 2020. She deserves all the plaudits and congratulations that she is getting, because she has landed this brilliant book deal, because she is producing this wonderful story, Sid and Biscuit Bear, which is her first book, but she's got a massive book deal now. You're going to see a whole lot more of her in the coming years. Her first book sold out almost immediately on Amazon. It's getting rave reviews, and you, if you are lucky enough tonight, will win a copy of Sid and Biscuit Bear, and I'm sure we can arrange to get it signed and dedicated to either you or one of your kids. Plus there will be an art print. Now, it's not original artwork now, because that was very limited. We have given that away in the past, but it will be a piece of artwork, a print that is from the book as well. So thank you to SJ Mulver, the artist and author of Sid and Biscuit Bear. And if you want to look her up, sjmulver.com. You can also find her, as you can find everybody, on Facebook. Now that's what we're giving you, and we ask nothing from you unless you're feeling generous and you have some fun tonight. We have supported Sustain from the start, right the way back to, when was it, April or May when we got started, and you guys have been so utterly brilliant when it comes to supporting our local food bank that we have raised well in excess of over £5,000 for them. That's essentially meant that we've managed to cover them for probably a complete month. So when you put that into context, a complete month, we have managed to fund all of their emergency food parcels for families and individuals in our town. So I think that's pretty remarkable. It doesn't stop though. They always need more. So tonight, if you do have a good time, and really there's no pressure, but if you can afford to make a donation, please consider going over to justgiving.com/fundraising/Sustain Food Bank and make a small donation. We are simply, if you were at a quiz tonight, you would probably donate £1 or £2 in order to participate. Well, instead of handing it over and putting it in a pint glass, how about you just give that to Sustain this evening, but only if you can afford to. We know that it's tough times for a lot of people. We're not going to insist on anything. Just if you can afford a donation, please help. We will point out as well that all donations to Sustain are ring-fenced, and they are restricted purely for the work of Sustain and for nothing else whatsoever. So thank you to Sustain as well for being so supportive of this quiz. We hope that we have helped you in some way. Right, let's head over to our live game screen. and this is where we will play the quiz from this evening. A few more people now chatting away with us on the feed over here. James and the James's crew, sorry, Daniel coming in with the James's crew. They're all here to play. Sue, who was a guest writer for us last night. We do have a global quiz, if you like. It's mainly European that we do every Wednesday and Saturday. You can see that when we finish tonight. You'll see our end screen. You'll be able to see our Patreon page, and you'll be able to see how to join in that if you want to. It's entirely up to you. Kate, right, you've just mentioned you never got your prize from the last quiz. We're just here to say that if anyone hasn't received prizes or whatever, talk to us again. Please send me a personal message rather than just posting on the Facebook page, because there's an awful lot of people that are just posting on the Facebook page and we miss that. But if you can send me a personal message, then we will link you with the people that have donated the prizes. It's really not a problem, and that goes for anybody that has yet to contact us. We actually had someone contact us just 2 hours ago about a prize. It's not a problem. Just send us a message or send a message personally to me and we'll hook you up. Same goes as well for anybody that wins a prize tonight. You must send us a message so we can connect you with our prize sponsors. Who else have we got on here then? So Claire is playing along. Good evening to Mark and my Auntie Celia, ready for their annual battle. Well, annual, it's like every time we play they're always going at it. I like it. And yeah, Litzer coming in with the cheese. I'm telling you, it's a great prize for our overall winner tonight. Good evening to Simone. My wee brother is there. The Tonbridge Tigers, do you remember them? Anyone remember the Tonbridge Tigers? I should have done a question about the Tonbridge Tigers. Oh, Matthew, what a brilliant question that would have been. Tonbridge Tigers, for those of you that don't know, is the old American football team that used to play back in the 80s and maybe the 90s as well at Longmead. We used to go along and play with them. God, that takes me back sometime. All right, so what have we got lined up with you for the quiz tonight? Well, we have one recent news question, which will pop up at the start. I think it's just the one. I'm pretty sure it is. Lots and lots of general knowledge, and then lots and lots of questions about our county, as opposed to just Tonbridge itself. There might be a question or two about Tonbridge, but there will be some county-wide questions, some county-wide trivia in there as well. Okay, so 117 players are logged in. I think that's good enough for us to get going. So good luck to each and every one of you. Right below is where you will see questions as well as seeing them on your handsets, and we'll also show the top 3 players at any given point on that screen below, and I'll give you a running commentary as we go. So do stay with me in the live chat, but on that note, let's kick you off. And here comes your first question this evening. Who has won this year's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Who's won this year's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? I'm sure lots of you have been watching this. How did you find it? I know that they were doing it in Wales, right, at the castle. I didn't see any of it. I know Mo Farah, who's a sporting hero of mine, was in there, but I didn't watch any of it. Okay, the correct answer is Giovanna Fletcher, and 87.4% of you getting it right. Now, I'll be honest, I did not have a clue who she was, but I think it's like that these days. They're getting desperate for some of the celebrities that go in there, but in her own right, she's incredibly famous. She presents a CBeebish show, and she's got a very successful podcast, which I looked up, and she's interviewed some pretty serious people on there, so fair play to her, and I believe she's married to the guy from McFly. Yeah. Sally Souser into the lead as we kick off our first question. Here's question number 2. What is the collective noun for a group of rhinos? What is the collective noun for a group of rhinos? Is it a crash, a bang, a wallop, or a smash? So as you can see, you can guess at every single question this evening. Crash, bang, wallop, smash. What is the collective noun for a group of rhinos? The correct answer is a crash of rhinos. Well done if you got that one right, and well done if you recognise me. Second from the right there, running as a rhino at the London Marathon. Actually, look, my name's right above it, yeah, so good excuse to throw that picture in. That was a fun run, I can tell you. Horror number 4 into the lead. Fitter in second. Sally Souser down to third. Agatha Quizti is in fourth. Leon Chameleon, love that name. You're there in fifth. All very close at the moment. I'm sure it will stay that way right up to the end. Here's question number 3. What is the name of this Tonbridge building? Okay, so your first local question. Oh, it's the Rhino's one of the easier London marathons I've done. Honestly, I've done some pretty daft stuff there. It's all available on Google if you look for me, if you're really bored. It's the River Centre, and it's nice to see that lots of you knew that one. 85% of you getting it right. It was a bit tricky, wasn't it? Yeah, putting the Castle Bridge or Angel Centre on there. Yeah, so that is the River Centre, which I think has been taken over now and is actually being used as offices. But do tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm not in Tonbridge at the moment. Agatha Quizdi now goes into the lead. Fitter in second. Rath in third. It's not the taking part in fourth. And Sally Souser still in the top 5 in fifth. Here's question number 4. All right, so enter the initials of the actor that played the title role in the 1972 movie The Godfather. Enter a 2-letter answer. No spaces, no punctuation, just 2 letters. We want his initials. So what were the initials of the actor that played the title role in The Godfather? And you've totally got the hang of these questions. MB is what we were looking for Marlon Brando. 53% of you getting it right. Agatha Christie stays in the lead, but look, it's only a couple of points ahead of Sally Salsa. Horror number 4 is very, very close there as well. I can't remember my old name. 516 points, just 1 point ahead of the Self-Isolation Society. I love you guys with your team names. So much better than my regular quiz. Don't tell him I said that, Litsa. Here's number 5. If you flew into an airport with the code ORD, which city would you be in? Would it be Oslo, Auckland, Dublin, or Chicago? ORD. So London Heathrow is LHR, of course. ORD, though, where is that? Yeah, that's a tricky one, and yeah, your answers were split right across the 4 there. You would have landed at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. Just 23% of you getting that one right, and that's completely flipped our top 5. Sally Salsa goes back into the lead. We know she's one of our good players. Is she going to get another win tonight? King and Queen of Horrors goes into 2nd. Isla, with a ton of emojis, in 3rd. Horror number 2, 4th. And Yellow Jacket, good evening to you, wherever you are. You're there in 5th place. So you see, some of these are tricky. Here's question number 6. What was the name of the last pantomime at the Assembly Halls in Tunbridge Wells? So was it Cinderella, Aladdin, Peter Pan, or Sleeping Beauty? I was there last year with my twin nieces and my little nephew. Sadly not this year though, of course. No pantomime. Very sad. It was Peter Pan. Did you go? It was very, very good. 32.2%. 32.3%, sorry, getting it right. Sally Salsa remembers the panto. She gets it. It's not the taking part in 2nd. Agatha Christie, and then the Self-Isolation Society and Cake Life, our sponsor from the previous quiz. They come into 5th place as well. Isn't it a shame there's no panto this year? I mean, it's understandable. I love going to the panto with the kids, though. It's so, so much fun. All right, here comes your next question. This will be question number 7. Which fruit appears in the title of a 1985 hit song by Prince? So which fruit appears in the title of a 1985 hit song by Prince? And Kevs is off already. It was a good panto. Oh, yes, it was. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for making me feel a little bit better, Kevsy. I am going to miss the panto this year. Raspberry is the correct answer, as in Raspberry Beret by Prince, and it was the lead single from Prince and the Revolution's 1985 album Around the World in a Day. Really cracking album. I have it on vinyl. It's very, very cool. Sally building a little bit of a lead here. Agatha Christie still in 2nd. The Self-Isolation Society, Horror number 4, and Cake Life make up our top 5, and Steve's joining in with the panto fun. I don't mind. Perfectly fine. Number 8. On June the 5th, 1883, the Orient Express made its first journey from Paris to which city? So this is the very first journey of the Orient Express. But where did it go to? Was it Berlin, Vienna, Monaco, or Athens? Another tough history question here. And yet, a huge amount of you getting it right. Vienna is the correct answer. It actually used to, after it used to go to Vienna, it then went on to Istanbul, and then they changed it to my hometown currently, which is Bucharest. And for many years, it used to come all the way over to Bucharest as well. Sally becomes the first player to break 1,000 points, 1,035. Then the Self-Isolation Society, Cake Life up to 3rd, Horror number 4, and Bats in the Belfry into the top 5 for the first time. Good evening to you guys, wherever you are. Here's number 9. And it's a picture answer question. Which of these football clubs has Cristiano Ronaldo not played for? Click and confirm your answer. It will ask you to confirm it. One of those clubs he has not played for. We're not giving you the names. So obviously, well, at least 2 of them have the name written on there. And it is C. That is Benfica. Hopefully you recognise it, some of you. 56.6%. That's one that you could maybe sort of backtrack. Most people know he played for Manchester United and Real Madrid, which is quite recognisable. And then it's a case of knowing between Sporting and Benfica. So well done if you got it. Sally Salsa, Cake Life, Horror number 2, King and Queen of Horrors, and I can't remember my old name, who comes back into the top 5. But it's a super, super close one. Let's hope it stays that way all the way to the end. Here's number 10. And multiple answers. Select 3 signs of the zodiac that are referred to as water signs. So 3 of them, please, to get all of the points. If you get just 1 or 2 right, they will be worth 20. But get all 3 and you'll get the full 100. Let's see if this shakes up our top 5. And it did a little bit, just a little bit. We were looking for Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. And this is one of those awful questions where Aquarius has to be a water sign, right? Except for it's not. Aquarius and Gemini are both air signs, despite Aquarius's name. So, Sally Salsa still leads. Cake Life second. Horror number 2 now in 3rd place. They've just broken 1,000 points. King and Queen of Horrors needs 1 more point to cross 1,000. And I can't remember my old name is still there in 5th. 10 down, 40 to go. Loads of points up for grabs. Number 11 in the 1985 film Teen Wolf. What is the nickname of the high school basketball team? Were they the Bullets, the Beavers, the Bananas, or the Buffaloes? I actually have a replica of this very jersey in this room. I collect stupid things like that. The number 42 Teen Wolf jersey I actually have. And they were the Beavers. Oh, lots of you getting this one again. I thought that was a little bit tricky. We tried to go for a little bit of film there. Where you could just about see it if you watch carefully. 54.5%. Cake Life now into the lead for the first time. Sally drops to 2nd. Horror number 2 3rd. King and Queen of Horrors still 4th. Can't remember my old name in 5th. All of those players passed 1,000 points. Litza did not fall for the Aquarius trap, as it will now be known. The Aquarius trap. Here comes question number 12. What was the name of the plane in which the Wright brothers made their first successful flight? Glider, birdie, drifter or flyer? Quite a few history questions in here tonight, but your feedback tells me that you do like history questions, so that's perfectly fine. Let's see if you know about the Wright brothers. It was the flyer, 27.7% of you getting that one right, so that was a little bit tricky. Look how close this has got, and I tell you what, we've got another new leader after that question. Horror number 2 now goes to the top, with Cake Life in 2nd, Sally Salsa down to 3rd, Self Isolation Society 4th, and Les Quizarables coming into the top 5 for the first time. Good to see more names in the top 5. 1,138 points for you. So Horror number 2 now leading the way. Here comes question 13. Humbert Humbert is the protagonist in which controversial novel? Is it Lolita, The Colour Purple, To Kill a Mockingbird, Brave New World? All in their own rights controversial at the time, not necessarily today. Let's see what you've gone for here. It is Lolita, and yeah, you're good with the literature, you guys. 43% getting it right. He is the main protagonist villain, as he's described quite rightly, I guess, if you've read the book. Sally Salsa back into the lead with a lead Quizarables. Are you meant to be lead Quizarables, or was that D and S is next to each other on the keyboard? I think you should be lead Quizarables, right? Horror number 2 down to 3rd. I can't remember my old name, has moved up to 4th. King and Queen of Horrors there in 5th place. Here's number 14 for you. What was the real name of Blackbeard the Pirate? What was the real name of Blackbeard the Pirate? Edward Tutor, Edward Train, Edward Teach, Edward Coach. Now, we all learnt about pirates when we were at school. Everyone had a pirate book at some point, right? I certainly did. And so I've got a feeling this will be quite high. Yeah, pretty good. 64.7% knowing that Blackbeard was indeed Edward Teach. For some reason, he's the only pirate that stuck in my mind until the Pirates of the Caribbean came around, of course. Sally Salsa then leads the way. We're going to call you Les Quizarables because it's nicer to say. You're now up to 2nd place. Horror number 2 in 3rd. Leon Chameleon has come back into the top 5 with 4th place. King and Queen of Horrors, who seems to be ruling over the horrors tonight, but is actually 5th and behind horror number 2. Here's number 15. What is the first letter of the word that is both a musical instrument and a quarter bottle of champagne? We've given you 4 options there, B, J, P or F. So what does the answer begin with? B, J, P or F? All right, time is up. Let's see what you've gone for. It is the letter P. I tell you what, I bet a lot of you went for F for flute. A flute is a champagne glass, but we wanted a quarter of a bottle, which is known as a piccolo. And what you can see there is a piccolo. So well done if you got that one. Tricky old question. P gives Les Quizarables the lead. That was a good one for them. Sally Salsa into 2nd. Horror number 2 in 3rd. Bats in the Belfry and Leon Chameleon make up 4th and 5th. Tricky little question there. Here's number 16. Which country is the world's largest producer of milk? Which country is the world's largest producer of milk? Is it India, USA, China or Brazil? All of this is pretty much useless information. But you never know when you might do another quiz and it might come in handy. India is the correct answer here, 28.7% of you getting it right, 22% of the global production of milk, and then it's the USA, China, Pakistan and Brazil that follow them in that order. Sally Salsa back into the lead. Every question it's a new leader. Les Quizarab down to second, Leon Chameleon third. Horror number 2 is in fourth, and good evening to KGBB, who have come into the top 5 for the first time. So as we can see, it is very close. Lots of new teams and players getting into this top 5 tonight, which is wonderful to see. Here's number 17. What are the initials of the movie director that played Richie Cunningham in the 1970s TV show Happy Days? Please enter a 2-letter answer, no punctuation, no space. And we've highlighted him in the picture just to make life a little bit easier for you. Who would have thought he'd have gone on to be the incredible director that he is? But it's RH for Ron Howard. 38% of you getting that one right. Happy Days was a cracking show, wasn't it? You just know full well that's going to be rebooted at some point as a really, really terrible movie. Sally Salsa holds on to that lead. Les Quizarab in second. Horror number 2. Self Isolation Society and Bats in the Belfry are your top 5 right now. Happy Days. I absolutely loved that growing up. What a great show. All right, here comes number 18. Which of these is not featured on the side of Del Boy's van in Only Fools and Horses? Milan, Paris, New York or Peckham? Now, we've hidden all of them in the picture. Not giving you any clues whatsoever, but normally he has 3 of those cities or areas on the side of his van. Peckham, of course, is not a city. It's part of a city. Milan is the correct answer. It says, I believe, New York, Paris, Peckham, or maybe it's Peckham, New York, Paris. I can't remember. But those are the 3 that are on there. Milan, it is not. 58% of you knew that one. And it looks like Les Quizarab are Only Fools and Horses fans. They've gone back into the lead, but what a slender lead it is over Sally Salsa, Bats in the Belfry, Leon Chameleon and Agatha Christie there as well. Here comes your next question. What was the 2019 Christmas #1 song? 4 options on the screen. Richie's brother, Richie Cunningham's brother. I have no idea, Matthew. Absolutely no idea. I can't even remember what he looks like. New York, Paris, Peckham. Dan's put me in place there. Thank you. I Love Sausage Rolls. Oh, it should say rolls, sorry. I Love Sausage Rolls by Lad Baby, 69.7%. What is going on, really? 2 years in a row. I mean, I think he raised a lot of money for charity, though, with it, right? So that was pretty good. Do excuse the note there. We changed the question at the last minute. The note is not apparent to this to that question. Sally Salsa, Leon Chameleon, Horror number 2, Les Quizarab and Cake Life. Here's number 20. Who provided the voice for Rango in the 2011 movie? Come on, Auntie Celia, log back in. Is that going to be your reason for not winning tonight? Oh, that's pretty cool. It's having the old Del Boy van at your wedding. I'd like that. That's pretty cool. It's Johnny Depp, and it looks like lots of you have seen the movie because you knew that one. 67% getting it right. Sally is approaching 2,000 points in the lead. Horror number 2, just behind. Les Quizarab, KGBB and Cake Life are your current top 5. New York, Paris and Peckham. I can never remember that way round. Maybe that would have been a fun question, actually. In what order are they or something like that? That could have been pretty good. No prizes for coming last, Auntie Celia. Come on, go for 100th. What 3 letters represent the French stock market index? What 3 letters represent the French stock market index? Cac, cock, fac, foc. And I had to be very careful with the way I said that. I think I got away with it. That's how you get taken down on YouTube. Don't want that. CAC. It is the CAC. C-A-C. And actually the majority of you getting that one right. Well done. 42.4%. Knowing that one, and Sally Salsa had a couple of good questions here and starts to build her lead again, but look at this, it's KGBB putting up the chase now. They've gone into second. Leon Chameleon doing rather well tonight as well in third place. Horror number 2, representing the horrors at the moment. They're in 4th, and Les Quizarab, who've been in the top 5 for a while now, they're still in 5th place. Here comes question number 22. What is produced in a ginnery? Gin, rubber, glass or cotton? What is produced in a ginnery? Daniel, that is insane. I'd love to know. Don't tell us the answers, but if you can remember, I'd love you to post what the 2 questions you got wrong were. That might be a bit of a task to remember, but if you can, that would be fun to see. Cotton is the correct answer here, and 50% of you, exactly half, getting it right. It's where they remove the seeds from cotton in order to produce it, but it is cotton, not glass, rubber or gin. Sally Salsa then still leading from Les Miserables. Horror number 2, Raf KGBB, having been in second, has just dropped down to 5th place. Only Fools and Horses quiz would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? That would be pretty good to do for you guys at some point. Here's number 23. How many of the Bronte siblings became published novelists? How many of the Bronte siblings became published novelists? Tricky question here. We're giving you a 25% chance of guessing it though. 1, 2, 3 or 4. I mean, really, I think it's more 50-50. And we've fooled a few of you there because you're thinking of Charlotte, Emily and Anne, and you're not thinking of their lesser-known brother, Branwell, who was also an established and published author himself. So it is actually all 4 of them. 9.8% of you only getting that one. Great question for Sally Salsa. Susie Sue is now into second. Les Miserables third. Horror number 2 and Raf make up our top 5. All right, here comes your next question. By what name is the Greek island of Kerkyra better known? All right, first episode aired. Are we talking about the year? I think that was 1983. 1982. 1982. And the reg on the Capri gear. That is a tough one. Corfu is the correct answer. 22.8. The reg on the Capri gear. Was it Del 1 or something stupid like that? Did he actually have his personalised number plate? We need to know the answers now. Matthew's gone for 81. Yeah, 81, 82, I would say. Got to be around there. Sally Salsa still leading then from Susie Sue, KGBB. We've got Gary Roy Parker coming into the top 5. Well done, mate. Self-Isolation Society is there as well. Here's your next one, number 25. In the trilogy of movies, does Keanu Reeves play Bill or Ted? There you go. Imaginary bonus point to Matt for guessing 1981. Well done. I said 82. I was out. What about the reg on the Capri gear? So, Keanu Reeves, is he Bill or Ted? 50-50 shot here, and you've gone down the middle to a degree. 2/3 against a third. He is Ted, 65.7%, getting that one right. Sally Salsa really building a bit of a lead now. Susie Sue, Les Miserables, Horror number 2, the Self-Isolation Society as well. And as Matthew is pointing out there, if you have seen the new Bill and Ted movie, he's in the credits. My brother is in the credits, yes. And also, as he will probably tell you, our granddads were called Bill and Ted. That's a true story as well. All right, 25 down, 25 to go. Here's number 26. Lock & Co, located on St James's Street in London, is the world's oldest shop selling what? So that's something for you to look out for. My little brother in the end credits of the latest Bill and Ted film, playing air guitar. So Lock & Co, they make hats, and they've been there since 1676. Isn't that incredible? 1676, and hats is the correct answer then. 62.2%. Getting it right. Sally Salsa didn't get it right, allowing Susie Sue to close the gap a little bit, as is Horror number 2. Very close, actually, those two. Then Les Miserables and Raf is your 5th place player. Yeah, playing the old air guitar. Gary is now into the top 10. I'll tell you what, getting in the top 10 of this quiz is not easy, so keep it up. Here's number 27. Which singer, well known for a particular Christmas song, was born in Pembury in 1957? The picture is just representative of a Christmas song. It's not really anything to do with the answer. CCR412W. Dan, I'm not surprised you didn't get that one right, to be honest. Shane MacGowan is the correct answer here. Just over 50% of you getting it right. Shane MacGowan of the Pobes, Fairy Tale of New York, of course, was the famous song that he sang. And born in Pembury, he went back to Ireland and then moved back to Kent as well. Grew up in Kent for quite a while. Sally Salsa, Horror number 2, back into 2nd. Les Miserables 3rd. Raf is in 4th. Susie Sue drops down to 5th. Still very good, though, being in 5th, I must say. Here's question number 28. Multiple answer. Select the 3 actresses that will have played Queen Elizabeth II by the end of season 5 of The Crown. Now, you're only on season 4 at the moment, so you need to know who's going to take over as the Queen, as Queen Elizabeth II. Click all of them. So 2 you might get straight away if you're a fan of the show, but do you know who's taking it over? So it's Claire Foy who started off. It's Olivia Colman who is currently in season 4 playing Queen Elizabeth II, and it's going to be Imelda Staunton, who I think is perfectly suited to play the QE2. Gillian Anderson is playing Margaret Thatcher. And Helen Mirren has played the Queen on the big screen, of course. So there you go. Sally Salsa, horror number 2, Raph, Les Miserables, and King of Queen of Horrors back into the top 5. Number 29, who wrote the famous poem, The Charge of the Light Brigade? Daniel, the fact you even got close to getting it right. 413 instead of 412. That's gutting. Come on, Gary. Nobody's stopping you. We want to see a top 5. Forget that top 10. Aim higher. So who wrote The Charge of a Light Brigade? It was Alfred Lord Tennyson. 66.7% of you getting that one right. Now, Sally is still out in the lead, and she's got a good lead. It's a couple of correct answers that she has over horror number 2, but everything can change. Still 21 questions to go. Raph in 3rd, Les Miserables in 4th, and King of Queen of Horrors is there in 5th. Don't despair. Remember, we've got spot prizes all the way through this quiz, so play right up until the end. You're playing for kudos points with your friends and maybe a lucky little spot prize as well. Here's question number 30. What is the first letter of this fruit which is banned from being taken onto buses in Singapore? Just a one-letter answer, please. That's all you've got to put. Tap one letter. Take a guess if you're not sure. It is a tricky question. One letter to score the points. Oh, wow, I say it's tricky, and a third of you go and get it right. D for durian fruit. It's banned on the buses because it absolutely reeks. It's disgusting. Quite how it tastes, I don't know. I've never eaten it, but I'm assured it is pretty bad smelling. Sally Salsa now breaks 3,000 points. She holds on to her lead. Horror number 2 got it right, though. They're still there in 2nd. Les Miserables 3rd. Raph and Susie Sue, who was in 2nd for a while, still hanging around the top 5 in 5th place. 20 questions to go. Here is question number 31. Which former Beatle released his first solo album entitled Sentimental Journey in 1970? So it's John, Paul, Ringo or George. We've taken out his face. Kate, what I would suggest is you just refresh, because you may have accidentally clicked back 10 seconds or something like that. So it won't be our feed, it will be yours. Just refresh and you should find that it's absolutely fine. That's Ringo Starr right there. So Ringo, 27.1% of you getting that one right. Sally Salsa did not get it, allowing horror number 2 to catch up. King and Queen of Horrors is also putting up a fight now into 3rd. Les Miserables, 4th place, and Raph in 5th. Yeah, just give it a little refresh, Kate, and you should be okay, hopefully. Here comes your next question. This will be question number 32 out of 50. Which of these boy bands took its name from a character in Back to the Future? A, B, C or D? We're obviously not giving you the names of the bands. You've got to try and know who they are, recognise them. Click and confirm, remember, to get the points. We kind of mentioned them earlier, actually, and lots of you knew this. It's option B. That is McFly, as in Marty McFly. 56.4% then, getting it right. In order, it's E17 as A, Hanson at C, and that's Busted down there in option D. Sally is being reeled in a little bit here by horror number 2. Les Miserables in 3rd. Horror number 4 coming into the top 5 now as well. And King of Queen of Horrors. We've got the horrors in the house. Where's number 1 and number 3? That's what we need to know. Here's question 33. What do you call an angle that is more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees? Trigger's character's name. All I remember is, why do they call him Trigger? Because he looks like a horse, right? Obtuse angle is the correct answer. Everybody remembering their maths lessons back from school. 78.2% of you getting that one right. And actually, Sally misclicked there, and it's allowed everybody to catch up. Sally still leads, but horror number 2 just 40 points behind now. Les Miserables in 3rd, horror number 4, and King and Queen of Horrors in 5th. Oh, maybe pull down at the top. Depends which tablet you're using, Kate. Number 34. How many chance squares are there on a standard Monopoly playing board? Enter a 1-digit number, please. A 1-digit number. Don't type the word. Enter a 1-digit number. All right, there you go. 3 is the correct answer. 16% of you getting it right. I'll just add again, if you find that you, for some reason, are behind on the feed, it's not from our end, it's from yours. So just click, because if you accidentally tap it or pause or whatever, it will put you behind. But there should only be a 3-second delay, which we can see from our screens. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Sally Salsa then still leads. Horror number 2, Les Miserables, Raf, and horror number 4 is the top 5. Our top players getting that one wrong. Here's question number 35. According to the Bible, who was sent to the land of Nods? Colin Ball. You know what, Dan? You've said that. I knew that, but I would never have remembered it. It's one of those classic quiz excuses. I knew it, but I couldn't remember it. But now you've said it, I totally knew it. Okay, so who was sent to the land of Nod? Cain is the correct answer here, 34.7%. Well done if you managed to get that one. That's your one Bible question of the evening. Sally still holds on to her lead, but it is just a small lead. She's being chased by so many players here. We've got horror number 2 in second, Raf in third, horror number 4, and King of Queen of Horrors in fifth. Come on then, Lily. Now you're concentrating. We expect to see you moving on up the leaderboard. Here is your next question, number 36. In what year was the British Grand Prix last held at Brands Hatch? Kate, are you playing the game and watching the feed on your same tablet? Because that might well slow things down if you're doing that. That's why we recommend two separate devices. 1986 is the correct answer, and it was Nigel Mansell who took the win. Look at that, back in the day. It's hard to imagine Formula 1 at Brands Hatch now. They don't do it there anymore simply because there aren't enough runoffs. It's far too dangerous, and as we saw, if you saw the Formula 1 last weekend, it can be very, very dangerous. Sally Salsa still leads, horror number 2, Raf, horror number 4, Nosy Noisy. So a bit of a change in the top 5. Concentrate on the questions, Kate. In which European city would you find the HQ of the environmental organisation Greenpeace? In which European city would you find the HQ of the environmental organisation Greenpeace? During a break, Kate, just close YouTube and reopen it, buddy. See if that helps. That will essentially refresh it. Just click on the link again. Amsterdam is the correct answer here. Lots of you going for Stockholm. I feel like it should be in Stockholm, but it's not. It's in the Netherlands. It's in Amsterdam, and 32% of you knew that one. Sally starting to pull away again. Sally in the lead. Horror number 2, Raf, horror number 4. And who have we got here? We've got Denton and D13. I'm sure that means something. Denton and D13. What it means is you are in 5th place and you are into the top 5 with your name on my screen here, which is good going. Let's see if you can move on up a little bit higher. Here's question number 38. The song Who Wants to Be a Millionaire comes from which musical? The song Who Wants to Be a Millionaire comes from which musical? Hey, 47 is pretty good as well, Kate. Still plenty of questions to go. Although maybe you're targeting 50th place. Clever. High Society is the correct answer, and you guys totally know your musicals. Nobody going for Grease. I think everyone's watched Grease far too many times, right? Sally Salsa then, Raf in second, horror number 2 third. Denton ND, having got into the top 5, is now pushing on. He's got into 4th place. Horror number 4 in 5th. So we've still got 2 horrors in the top 5, but it's Sally Salsa leading the way. She's led for quite a while now. She has got a little bit of a lead, but this is far from over. Still 12 questions to go. Here is question 39. What is the first letter of the sport played with this ball? Please enter a 1-letter answer. Just a 1-letter answer. What is the first letter of the sport played with the ball on your screen? All right, your time is up. Let's have a look and see what you've gone for here. How many people got this one right? Lots and lots of you. 64% in fact knowing that is a squash ball. S for squash. That's how you get those points. Nice and easy. If anybody went for T for 10-pin bowling, you need to look a little bit closer at the picture. Sally Salsa, Raf, horror number 2, Denton ND 13, and horror number 4 are your top 5. And just looking at it, I mean, it's like roughly 3 or so good answers that could push horror number 4 up to the top spot. So this is still very close. Here's number 40. Who was the last emperor of the Aztec people? Now, you probably know it's Montezuma, but which Montezuma was it? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th? Another tricky history question here. We have to have some trickier ones in there, you know, to really separate you guys out. Also to give you a chance to get really, really lucky. And it was Montezuma II, 29.7% getting it right. And just like that, things have closed again. We've got exactly 200 points between Sally Salsa and horror number 2 in second. Raf is only a few points behind second place as well. And then it's Nosy Noisy pushing on, trying to get into the top 3. Denton ND is still hanging around. They've gone 5th, 4th, back to 5th now. Sally Salsa Still leads the way. One of our Tonbridge All-Stars. Is she going to win again tonight? 10 to go. Here's number 41. The lead singer of which band was known as the Lizard King? The lead singer of which band was known as the Lizard King? Who is that? The Doors, Black Sabbath, Ramones, or ABBA? So a little bit of music for you. Time is up. It's the Doors. Jim Morrison, of course, of the Doors. Maybe you saw the movie. That was rather good. I'm trying to think who it was. It was Val Kilmer, right, that played him some time ago. Sally Salsa then still leads the way. I'm saying her name an awful lot tonight, but she is in the lead. Horror number 2 is still the one putting up the chase. Raff in 3rd. Nosy Noisy 4th. Horror number 4 in 5th. All of these players can still very much win with 9 questions remaining. Here is question 42. During the English Civil War, what battle took place in 1648? It is a Kent question. It is one of those battles, and I can tell you that the picture is a reconstruction of the said battle. Does that help you at all? Maybe? It's the Battle of Maidstone, and lots of you knowing your local history, there is a plaque there, a really beautiful plaque that you can go and see in Maidstone, and they did reenact it as well when they revealed the plaque. So, well done if you managed to get that one. That was a really tricky one. And I tell you what, Sally didn't get it and horror number 2 did. It's close again at the top. Raff got it. He's in 3rd. Nosy Noisy in 4th. Horror number 4 is in 5th. Things have just got really close again with that question. Here's question 43. Which of these is studied by a vexillologist? Okay, 4 pictures to choose from. A vexillologist. It's a very difficult little word to say. Handwriting, old languages, maps or flags were your 4 options. Hopefully you click and confirmed. Flags, 37.8% if you managed to get that one right. Very, very tricky question. Our top players did get it, but I tell you what, horror number 2 got that one super quick and picked up a lot of bonus points and has now really closed the gap on the top spot. Still Sally in the lead though. Horror number 2 second, Raff in 3rd. Horror number 4 is in 4th, and Nosy Noisy is in 5th. Who is going to get the win tonight? Here's number 44. Which of these Roman numerals is the largest? Which of these Roman numerals is the largest number? A, B, C or D? Just take a guess if you're not sure. I did not put that in because of Sheldon. Do you know, I'm going to upset you now, some of you. I've never watched The Big Bang Theory. I'm well aware of who Sheldon is, having written lots of trivia. And right, we were looking for CCXXII, which is 222. The others are 99, 88 and 55. 58.6% of you getting that one right. And look at that with one question. Horror number 2 has reeled her in and gone into the lead. Sally South drops to 2nd. Raff is now chasing the top 2. Horror number 4 in 4th. Nosy Noisy in 5th. What a close one we have again tonight. Here's number 45. What is the first letter of the colour of the rainbow that comes last alphabetically? Please enter a 1-letter answer. Oh, well done, Kate. There you go. Nice to have you back. Nice to have the words matching my mouth movement. Why is the correct answer? This is a horrible question, isn't it, when you're on the spot and trying to think of it in just 15 seconds. Why for yellow? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet, which means it would be yellow that comes last alphabetically. And look at how close this is. This is going to come down to the last question. I can just feel it. Horror number 2, Sally Salsa, Raff. Horror number 4, Nosy Noisy. That's your top 5. Still any of them could win. 5 questions to go. The top 3, very, very, very close. All right, here comes question number 46. What is the name of this Kent castle? It's another local county question. So is that Leeds, Allington, Scotney or Dover Castle? 4 incredibly beautiful castles in our home county. But which one is that? Now it's the scene of many a school outing, certainly when I was a kid. Allington Castle, we seem to go there every single year, and boy is it a beautiful one. Look at it, really. I loved going to Allington Castle, I really did. What a great day out that was. I tell you, horror number 2 has just turned everything around here. Now building a bit of a lead over Sally. Raff in 3rd. Horror number 4 and King and Queen of Horrors back into the top 5. Not all of our top players getting that one, but horror number 2 did. Here's question number 47. What was the name of this popular children's TV show that ran between 1989 and 1998? Here's a blast from the past. Kate, you've never heard of Allington Castle? Wow. Maybe not. Maybe it was just, you know, because it was forced upon me for school outings, but you should definitely look it up. It's not that far away. It's stunning. The Riddlers is the correct answer. Now, did that just jolt back into your mind when we put that on there? Or does everybody know about the Riddlers constantly? It was a bizarre children's TV show. Proper scary. Horror number 2 is doing the business all of a sudden. Talk about leaving it late, but now into a big old lead. Sally Sousa second. Raff. Horror number 4. King and Queen of Horrors. Yeah, look it up. It's a beautiful castle. Well worth a day out, Kate. Highly recommended. Here's number 48. The shirts worn by Tonbridge Juddians Rugby Club are mainly which colour? They're slightly different to when I used to play for Tonbridge Juddians for many years. Oh, they do look creepy, those guys. Not the Tonbridge Juddians, of course. I was playing for Tonbridge Juddians when they were not the Tonbridge Juddians. I used to play for Old Juddians and then for Tonbridge Juddians afterwards as well. And red is the correct answer here. It has thin blue and white stripes as well, but red is the correct answer. Horror number 2 has not won this yet because Sally Sousa just closed the gap a little bit there. Raff, Horror number 4 and King and Queen of Horrors are all still there as well, but we've only got 2 questions remaining and they're going to be important questions. Horror number 2 could win the quiz on this question depending on what happens with them and Sally Sousa. Let's see. Number 49. In slang terms, how much money is a pony? 5, 10, 25 or 50 pounds? So it's vital for Raff or Sally Sousa to get this one right. Otherwise, horror number 2 has probably got this in the bag. All right, well, look, we'll come down to the final question, I think. £25 is the correct answer. It goes back to the old Indian rupee banknotes. That's why we use things like pony and monkey, because those animals were represented actually on the banknotes. It's a wonderful bit of trivia for you. So horror number 2 will have the massive advantage going into the final question with Sally Sousa in second, horror number 4 in third, Raff and King and Queen of Horrors making out your top 5. And we have 1 question remaining. Let's see who's going to get our top prize and our spot prizes. Good luck, everybody. Here's 50 out of 50. Select 3 winners of Britain's Got Talent. John Courtney, Susan Boyle, Colin Thackeray, One Direction and Paul Potts are your 5 options here. So we started with some reality television and we're going to finish in the same vein. And you've gone for John Courtney, which is correct. I believe he was the last person to win it last year. Colin Thackeray was the old lad. Do you remember the old Chelsea pensioner that won? And Paul Potts was the very first winner, possibly one of the most famous ones. Susan Boyle never won. She was upset by Diversity, who won it. And One Direction were actually in the X Factor. They never won either, funnily enough. All right, they have taken the top spot. Well played. Horror number 2. Just pipping Sally Sousa into second place. Horror number 2. You're our winners. 3, 2, 1. There's your sprinkles of victory. All over you. There you go. Unlucky Sally Sousa. It came down to that final question. You were just 50 points behind. That's all it was for the top spot. Absolutely hard luck there. And actually, horror number 4 has come into third place. Well done. So good showing from the horrors tonight. Raff finished in 4th. King and Queen of Horrors. I'm presuming you're with Horror 4 and Horror 2. I don't know. Possibly you are. Very well played as well. Simo is in 6th place. Les Quisarab finished in 7th. Jax came in 8th. Horror number 1. There's a horror number 1. They're in 9th. And Denton, who we did see for a little bit in the top 5, they finished out in 10th place. But 10th place is good enough to get you a prize, Denton ND13. Let's quickly run you through the prizes that we will give you tonight. So horror number 2, well done. Make sure you drop me a personal message so that we can arrange this for you. You've won yourself a cheese gift basket from Winsdale Cheesemakers. Do pop out and see them. If you do go for a nice drive out to Platthouse Lane, it's very beautiful out there. Do go and see their farm shop. And when you pop in, say, hey, we heard about you at the quiz, because it's nice for my friends Carla out there who run it, Carla and her family, to know that you were here and now you're there. Look them up, Winsdale Kent. But well done. Horror number 2. We need your details. You're going to get a cheese gift basket from Winterdale. And so, as we saw, Denton ND in 10th place down there. You're going to get a lovely prize as well, which will be entry for 2 people to the Paws Cat Cafe. They're in the Angel Walk. They're due to reopen very, very soon. I know they've been shut, as have most places, but they will be opening soon. As soon as they're open, you'll be welcome to go along, but we do need to organise it for you, so if you would drop us a line, that would be great. Did you finish in 25th place tonight? Well, you've won yourself a £10 gift voucher for Whirligig Toys in Tunbridge Wells. Perfect for taking your kids over there. Let them run around and see if they can find some nice pocket money toys, you know, some slime or whatever. That's what every parent hates, isn't it? Or you can put it towards something bigger, maybe, if you wanted to go and pick up a nice Christmas present. But just let us know who you are so we can put you in touch with Whirligig Toys, and then you can pop in when you're next in Tunbridge Wells and have that £10 gift voucher to enjoy. Thank you to Whirligig Tunbridge Wells. Thank you again to Graham for helping us out with our 50th place tonight, a 1 hour massage session with Sports GB Massage Therapy. Did you finish in 50th place tonight? If you did, this is yours. As I've said, and I will keep saying, please contact me through the Facebook page so that we can organise this for you. And our final prize will go to 100th place, which is a copy of Sid and Biscuit Bear. This will be a lovely little gift at Christmas. And if you haven't won one and you would like to order a copy, do look it up, sjmulver.com. Support local artists, support local authors. She's got herself a great book deal. She's going to be super famous one day. If you order, we can even possibly arrange to get your book signed as well. So thank you to SJ Mulver for supporting us with a copy, and you'll get a nice art print to go with that as well. But as I said, do contact us and let us know who you are. Now, here's the important bit. Yeah, you know what's coming. If you've had a good time tonight, please consider supporting Sustain. The details that we've put on the screen, I've said this before, that's gone way up now. So they're at around 80 emergency food parcels. The food parcels still cost £50 for a family and around £25 for an individual. If you need to talk to them about potentially using their services as well, they are open for food parcels between 12 noon and 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. You must contact them in advance, of course. It's very difficult to just turn up. Do keep an eye on there on the Facebook page for them as well and what have you, and just follow them, because often they have too much food that has to be used very quickly, like bread and things like that, and they encourage people to just come along and grab some. They're a wonderful service to the community, and if you've had fun tonight, please consider supporting them. justgiving.com/fundraising/sustain food bank. Leave a lovely message as well. I tell you what, I love going on like 24 hours later to the Just Giving page and seeing the wonderful messages that you leave, both saying thank you for the quiz, which you don't have to do, but we appreciate that, and just congratulating Sustain on the work that they're doing. It is really lovely to see. You don't have to give a big donation if you can't afford to. You don't have to give a donation if you can't afford to, full stop. But if you can and you want to, please consider heading over there and making a donation either tonight or tomorrow. That would be wonderful. And so here we are. It's been a whole year of quizzing. I do hope that you've had a really good time with us as we've done this for you. I like to think that during lockdown and these difficult times, we've managed to entertain you in some way. We were never meant to do these extra ones at the end of the year, but it was hard not to come back and do something. Now, the good news for me in terms of the end of this year is that I'm returning to Tonbridge hopefully on the 23rd of December. It's a secret. Don't tell my nieces and nephews because they don't know. We're going to surprise them on Christmas Eve, and I will be there until around January the 6th. I do have to do quarantine for 5 days because I'll be getting the test, and that's the providing I'm okay. I can stay indoors for 5 days only, and then I will hopefully get along to see Sustain. I have got some prizes to bring back for one or two of you, and I will be in contact through the Facebook page to see if I can meet some of you whilst I'm back as well. That will be rather lovely. Quick peek over onto the feed here. Thank you, Kevsey, for your kind words. Litzer got 23rd tonight. Dan coming in on 57th. That's a PB. And I tell you what, you were also testing us on some trivia yourself. We do appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you and yours, Gary. That's very kind of you. And okay, Kate, if I missed your message, I do apologise. I get a lot of messages, but just hit me up again and I'll make sure that we sort out your prize. I promise that will happen. Gary, peak too soon. Bless. I'm not going to go into your marital issues, mate, but thank you for joining us. Thanks, Darren, as well. Celia's happy. She won the book. Oh, that's lovely. My Auntie Celia has won the book. Well, Auntie Celia, let me know what you would like to do. I think I know what you would like to do with that book. She does have a granddaughter. Maybe we can organise it being signed specifically for her, unless you want to keep it for yourself. That's entirely up to you. Thank you as well, Susan, who played incredibly well tonight. A very good close quiz, and yeah, as we always say, a very good cause. Look forward to seeing you again, Sue, at our regular quiz. Now, when we do finish up in a minute, you will see our contact details. If you want to come and quiz with us on a more regular basis, we do quiz every Wednesday and every Saturday. Wednesdays are general knowledge and Saturdays are themed. The one coming up on Saturday next week is all about video gaming. And the only thing that we must point out is that we go by Romanian time, because that's where I'm streaming from, and it means it's 2 hours earlier, so it means you guys playing along at 6 o'clock, which doesn't suit everybody. But if you can join in, lots of you already do, it would be lovely to see you again. Thank you, Kate, for doing that. Remember, if you have won a prize tonight, make sure you send us your details so that we can organise that for you. Thank you, as I say, Kate, for doing that once more. 19th tonight for Dave. That's pretty good. I still say getting into the top 10 or top 20, very, very tough to do. Right, fingers crossed that we get down to tier 2 so I can come and do a quiz night at the Checkers when I'm back. That would be wonderful. Otherwise, I'll try and quiz with you at some point. You might not see me too much now, but I tell you what, I might well send you an invitation to our big Christmas quiz, regardless of whether you're a supporter of our quiz or not. Okay, so keep your eyes open for that. I'm going to try and bring all of you in for a big Christmas quiz in a couple of Saturdays' time. I'll post details on your Facebook page. I'll also post details of all of our winners tonight on there in the next 10 or 20 minutes as well. Thank you so much, Kate, and thank you to everybody for playing. It's been a wonderful time. Thank you for staying. Thank you, Tonbridge Angels, for being supportive of this as well. Thank you for joining us for all of our quizzes this year, and hopefully we will see you for some more quizzes in 2021.